In Genesis 1 vers 28 lees ons: Toe het God hulle geseën en vir hulle gesê: Wees vrugbaar, word baie, bewoon die aarde en bewerk dit. Heers oor die vis in die see, oor die voëls in die lug, oor al die diere van die aarde, ook oor die diere wat op die aarde kruip. Verder lees ons ook: In die begin was God. In die begin. Vriende, goeiemôre en baie welkom hierso vanoggend by 'n gedenkdiens, maar eintlik 'n geleentheid waar ons die lewe vier. Today we celebrate, and the emphasis is on celebrate the life and the legacy of Mr. Etienne Weideman. So a warm welcome to all of you. Welcome especially to those of you that are joining us on the live streaming. I know from various parts in South Africa there's people joining us on this way. Morning and welcome. And welcome especially to the family. I hope that today you feel God's comfort in this time on your journey. Toe ek met die familie gepraat het donderdag aand, toe vertel hulle vir my verskillende stories. En een van die verhale wat ek gehoor het, is dat met hulle pa of oupa of man, het jy nooit 'n reguit pad gery nie. Daar was min reguit paaie. Very seldom you'll go from one destination to another. There will always be some place you just quickly have to stop over. There will always be someone you just quickly have to see, or some sight that we can't drive by. Die lewe bestaan nie net uit reguit paaie nie. Ek dink eintlik daar lê groot vreugde in afdraai paaie, onbekende paaie, die ongebaande weë. And when it comes to loss and grieving and mourning, it is also not a straight road. Some of us are on different places on this journey. Some of us recover very quickly after loss. Sekere van ons huil vinnig of kort. Van ons se lewe kan net vinnig aangaan. But other people needs more time. So this morning I want to say to you, regardless of where you are on your journey this morning, that's okay. Regardless of if you're here or there, already there, that's okay. I believe God will meet you where you are, and He will walk the journey, He will walk the road with you. There's a famous quote from Steve Maraboli that says, "We are not on a journey to God, we are on a journey with God." Ons is nie net op reis na God nie, ons is op reis saam met God. En vanoggend, wanneer ons die lewe herdenk van Etienne Weideman of oom Etienne soos ek hom geken het, dan wil ek my hoed afhaal en want dit wil vir my voorkom asof hy iets verstaan van hierdie reis met God. He understood something of this journey of being with God. And he understood it especially when he was in nature. Daar's 'n gedagte wat sê Afrika is die Here se tuin. Nou ek weet nie, het voel vir my hele pa, oupa, vriend, man, hy het dit geweet. En hy het ten volle soveel as moontlik tyd wat hy kon in die Here se tuin het hy spandeer. Daar's nog 'n gedagte wat sê, next to the Bible, and yes, we learn and we read a lot from the Bible, but next to the Bible, creation is our big lesson book. And I salute Etienne Weideman for teaching us so much about creation and also about the Creator. So on this moment, we're just going to listen to a song, a very well-known song. It is this lied 464 that we sing a lot in various churches. But the words spoke to me this week. Ons sê, o Heer my God, as ek in eerbied wonder en al u werke elke dag aanskou. And then it begins to speak about the creation, not only the creator. Die son en maan, die aarde, die sterre, die wolke, hoe u dit elke dag so onderhou, dan moet ek juig, my redder en my God, want hoe groot is u? Hoe groot is u? So ons gaan luister net so na 'n kort uittreksel van hierdie lied. And maybe it's a nice time for you to think about God the Creator in your life and God the Creator of this beautiful creation. Kom ons bid saam. Lord, you know better than all of us where we are on our life journey. And Lord, you know how bittersweet life is. Sometimes we see the beauty of creation, and sometimes creation really shocks us, scares us, or even hurts us. Lord, but thank you that regardless of what life throws at us, that we can remain steadfast and certain that we are on a journey with God. And thank you that on that journey you meet us and walk with us. Here, dankie dat u by ons is en met ons is. Dankie vir die lewe van Etienne Weideman. En dankie dat ons weet, vanoggend kuier hy saam met u, net soos ons saam met u leef hier op aarde. Vader, ons wil bid en vra dat u vir ons sal troos en ontferm. Mag ons ook u liefde vanoggend in hierdie gedenkdiens, troosdiens, erediens ervaar. Amen. This morning we're going to read from two different chapters. The first chapter is well known to all of you, and that's the chapter called Mr. Etienne Weideman, chapter 1 to 85. And the way we're going to celebrate this chapter is with various with various stories of Mr. Etienne Weideman. And I know some people have said they would like to speak, so I invite Monique, the daughter, to come and share some stories about her beloved dad.
dankie. Ek dink ek gaan begin. Ek het net so 'n paar stukkies om te lees van kleinkinders, familie en natuurlik sy dogters. Ons gaan begin by Tannie Loret, sy suster, sy enigste suster en familielid wat hy gehad het wat hier is. Loret sê, ek sê totsiens aan 'n broer wat ek gerespekteer het en nooit sal vergeet en koester die klein tyd se ondeendhede, soos my vlegseltjies se strikkies terglik losblik, te veel om te noem. Dankbaar vir kosbare herinneringe en veral voorreg wat ons saam 'n paar jaar in dieselfde kompleks kon woon. Ek groet met 'n traan, maar dankbaar vir ryke lewe met vele reise, stap- en bergklimtoere en spesiale plek wat die voortrekkers vir hom gehad het. As ook besondere liefde vir navorsing van familiegeskiedenis. Rus en vrede by ons hemelse Vader, sal jou baie mis, Etienne, jou enigste suster, Loret. Paar kleinkinders. Die enetjie is van Steffie, sy is in Londen op die oomblik, net Maddie kon afkom ongelukkig, so ons wil graag boodskapies van hulle lees. Steffie sê, my grandfather was the kindest and most intellectual person I had ever met. He lit up every room with his stories and never failed to make everyone laugh. I remember watching tortoises together when I was young and holding his hand when we walked. Love you, Opie, then, now, and forever. En dan 'n boodskap van ons sussie Kimmy. My message to Opa. I wasn't able to spend much time with Opa as we lived so far apart. However, I treasure all the memories I have of us together. He was an amazing person who cared so much about the world around him. He inspired my interest in science, in particular chemistry, and would always help me if I didn't understand something at school. I am so lucky to have known him. He was an extraordinary man. Love from Kimmy. En dan is daar boodskapies van sy plaaslike kleinkinders, Roan. Oupa, ek gaan ons alleen tye in die kerkterrein mis, waar ons die bome geplant het en die naambordjies oorgedoen het en al die lekker geselsies. Jy het vir my so baie geleer van voëls, plante en houtwerk. Ek het altyd oupa se stories van oupa se avonture en die voortrekkers van jare terug geniet. Hierdie het my geïnspireer om ook 'n voortrekker te word. Baie dankie dat oupa my geleer het om 'n beter mens te wees met respek vir ander en liefde vir die natuur en dat ek elke oomblik moet uitleef. Ek gaan oupa so baie mis. Baie liefde, Roan. En dan Tian Erskine, sy boetie. My oupa het my geleer om te gee vir die natuur en ander. Van my beste herinneringe is die stappe in die bos waar ons gegaan het, waar hy my van elke boom, voël en plant vertel het. Ek gaan daardie stappe mis en ek gaan dit mis om saam met hom bome te plant by die kerk. Ek gaan die botteltjies konfyt mis wat hy af en toe vir my gegee het. Ek gaan hom mis en weet dat hy nou die berge in die hemel klim. So lief vir oupa, Tian. En dan is daar nog die oudste dogter kleinkind. You gonna read? Okay. Simone het hierdie gediggie vir oupa geskryf. Die titel is Hiker. No stone was left unturned, and your boots could tell a story about the rolling hills you climbed and witnessed all their glory. Your feet began to ache, but you knew there was so much more beauty to await. You left many imprints on the ones you took with you on your journey, for you knew that this treasure had to be shared with others on cold winter mornings. For their eyes were opened up to the secrets of the hills, teaching lessons about the trees and plants and their never-ending frills. You could name a bird by its whistle and its song, seeing many different types, and oh, how you were never wrong. Your hand would touch the soil and embrace all of life's toils, because you knew that all would be fine with another beautiful hill. God's creations you witnessed with a smile upon your face. The muscles were aching, but more steps you would take. Towards the end of your life, your mountains became bigger. However, you embraced them with your strength and wisdom and came out a winner. Whenever I hear a bird's song, I will think of you. More mountains I will climb to be more closer to you. Thank you for the nature's lessons you passed down to us all. We were so very privileged to have witnessed them all. The views you must have seen while the sun always shined upon your face. The smell of moerkoffie and Oma's biscuit. You slept under the stars next to orange blazing fires and told stories that left others your admirers. You led the way for so many and made them feel safe, because whatever came your way, you could warn about their fate. Always willing to protect the truest gentleman, I hope to live at least half a life of adventures that you did. Love, Simone. En dan 'n boodskapie van Robbie, sy oudste kleinkind. Rest in peace, my Opa. You taught me so much. You instilled the love, respect, passion I have for nature. I will forever cherish the good memories and lessons learned. Love you forever and always. Now you can climb the mountains in heaven. Lots of love, Robbie. En dan is daar boodskapies van die skoonseuns, Gus, wat ook in Engeland is, ongelukkig nie hier kan wees nie. Gussie sê, dit is raar dat die intellektuele, sowel as arbeidsgedrewe toewyding van een mens oor so baie jare tot 'n stokperdjie lei na iets van sulke lang durende bestaan soos die Kragekama Arboretum. Ek is baie dankbaar dat oom Etienne my en my gesin deel gemaak het van die projek en sal altyd inspirasie vind in die prestasie. Dit is so spesiaal dat ons dit vir die jare wat kom sal kan besoek en onthou. Liefde, Gus. En dan Jerome, wat maar soos 'n broer vir my is, en ek weet soos 'n seun vir my pa was. Ons ken al vir Jerome van dat hy 14, 15 is. Jerome skryf, Pa, jy was 'n legend wat altyd besig was met iets of om iemand te help. Wat ek altyd van jou sal onthou, en ek dink meeste ander mense wat jou geken het, ook sal saamstem, is die volgende. Respek vir die medemens en die natuur. Niks is te groot om aan te pak nie. Hy het altyd gesê, doen dit nou en dan is dit klaar. Daar is 2 maniere om 'n ding te doen, reg of verkeerd. Soms wanneer ons besig was om iets te doen, dan wil ek nog die kortpad neem. Dan hoor ek pa hier agter. Nee, ons doen dit nie so nie. Leef elke oomblik en stop to smell the roses. Elke staptog het 2 keer langer geneem. Ons het omtrent by elke boom of blommetjie gestop. Dan word daar interessante feite gedeel, maar ons het almal wyser aan die ander kant uitgekom. Pa, ek gaan jou mis langs 'n vuurtjie met 'n biertjie of 'n goeie rooiwyn. Gesondheid tot ons volgende braai daarbo. Liefde, jou skoonseun, Jerome. En dan is daar 'n boodskapie van Madeleine, Maddie, my baba sussie. Papa, dit was 'n voorreg om jou passie vir klassieke musiek te kon deel. Dankie dat papa ook 'n liefde vir die natuur in my ontwikkel het. Papa het my geïnspireer om berge te klim en om saam as gesin te kamp en om die vuur te sit en kuier en op te kyk na die sterre in die heelal. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I'm strong when I'm on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Vir altyd dankbaar met al my liefde tot ons mekaar weer sien, Madeleine. En dan is daar 'n boodskapie van Ili, my middelsussie. Papa, sekere dinge in die lewe sal altyd in styl bly. Die soliede dinge. Eerlikheid, vertroue, standvastigheid en medemenslikheid. Dit is dinge wat ons bewus maak van wie en wat ons is en wat ons die lewe kan offer. Dit is eienskappe soos die pa, wat my geleer het om te waardeer in die lewe deur pa se invloed en pa se liefde. En papa het my geleer om hard te werk en nederig te bly en ander mense met respek te behandel en dat God die belangrikste is. Ek gaan die vinnige inloerkuiertjies so mis, die lekker maastetins koffiekuiers, geselsies en familiebraai en kuier oor naweek en buiteligstappies. En natuurlik papa se heerlike ingelegde koeiawels en gekookte appelkoeskonfyt met sy eie etiket op vir my hertsoggies. Ek sal 'n oogie oor papa se bome hou. As ek verlang, sal ek deur die pragtige bos stap. Papa, jou stem is nou stil. Rus in vrede tot weersiens. Vir altyd lief vir papa, al my liefde, Eli. En dan is daar my boodskapie vir my pa. Dad, you always told me it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. And what an adventurous journey I had with you. We hiked almost every trail in this country and climbed the highest mountain peaks together. You instilled in me a deep love for nature, and I always admired your gift of naming the trees, the flowers, and the shrubs on our hikes. Many nights were spent sitting around a blazing campfire, sipping a good red and planning your next adventure. You left a legacy with the indigenous forest you planted and nurtured throughout the years on the edge of the Barkens Valley. Every tree named with a wooden signboard you painstakingly crafted yourself. You were so passionate to preserve this beautiful valley for future generations, and you did just that. I know that I will feel your spirit lingering there, comforting me now on my saddest days. I'm relieved that you are now released from all the pain and suffering you so bravely endured the past 2 years. You fought a fierce battle, my Viking dad. It is now time to rest in peace. Love you always.
Een van die kleindogters het ook 'n bekende liedjie Somewhere Over the Rainbow opgeneem wat sy spesiaal gestuur het sodat ons dit nou ook saam kan luister. En ek weet hierdie liedjie is ook vir oupa gespeel in hierdie laaste dae.
There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. the rainbow white than a white can tie. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Oh, where troubles melt like lemon drops, way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere the rainbow, blue birds fly, birds fly over the rainbow white than a white can tie. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, white than a white can
Ons gaan 'n tweede teks lees vir oggend. En dis die teks, 'n baie bekende teks uit Jeremia hoofstuk 29. Ons gaan hom in Afrikaans en Engels lees. Julle kan net op die bord volg. Jeremia 29 vers 4. So sê die Here die Almagtige, die God van Israel, vir al die balinge wat ek uit Jerusalem in ballingskap na Babel toe weggevoer het. Bou vir julle huise en bewoon dit. Lê tuine aan en eet die opbrengs daarvan. Trou en bring kinders in die wêreld en laat hulle trou en kinders in die wêreld bring. Julle moet in Babel baie word, nie min nie. Bevorder die belange van die stad waarheen ek julle in ballingskap weggevoer het. Bid tot my in daardie stad, want sy belange is ook julle belange. En dan die bekende vers 11. Ek weet wat ek vir julle beplan, sê die Here, voorspoed en nie teenspoed nie. Ek wil vir julle 'n toekoms gee, 'n verwagting. Presies dieselfde teks, just from the New Living Translation. Jeremiah 29 verse 4. This is what the Lord of heaven's armies, the God of Israel, says to all the captives he has exiled to Babylon from Jerusalem. Build homes and plan to stay. Plant gardens and eat the food they produce. Marry and have children, then found spouses for them so that they may have grandchildren. Multiply, do not dwindle away. And work for the peace and prosperity of the city where I sent you into exile. Pray to the Lord for its welfare will determine your welfare. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Just Jeremiah 21 for this morning. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 is one of the most famous, most quoted verses in the whole Bible. And you'll see it often, or you'll hear it often. But people can quickly misunderstand Jeremiah 29 verse 11. Whenever I take a new Bible text, I like to sort of climb into the text and sort of see what's going on here. So I take the text, I write it over on a blank piece of paper, and then I take a pencil and I draw lines and stuff. So whenever I read a text, shortly after it will look something like this. Just really try to, Randy, you can leave the lights off. It's good like this. So I like to climb into the text. And whenever I did this with Jeremiah 29, I realized all the words that starts with a B. And I came to realize it helps me to understand verse 11. Ek wil nie net vasklou aan die voorspoed wat die Here vir my beplan nie, want daar's klomp ander woorde wat ook met 'n B begin. Ballingskap, bou, bewoon, bring, bevorder en bid. Hierdie volk vir wie ons hierdie lees, was in 'n moeilike situasie. Dit was nie maklik vir hulle in ballingskap nie. They had a really tough time. And before they have this promise of prosperity, there's still some things that they should do, or there's still some things that they still can do. Voordat ons net vasklou aan die voorspoed en die belofte dat die Here by ons sal wees en dat dit sal goed gaan, want ek glo dit, maar voor dit, in die vorige verse lees ons taak, hierdie volk se taak, is om te bewoon, te bewerk, te bewaar, te bevorder en te bid. Meeste van hierdie woorde sal jy sien, dit staan daar. En die Here wou vir hulle sê, julle is nou op hierdie plek, maar maak hierdie plek beter. Maak hierdie plek mooier. You are called to be salt of this earth. Be salt here, even if you are in Babylon, even if you live in South Africa, without electricity and water and other stuff that should work but doesn't. Jy is hier om te bewerk. Maak jouself besig. Bewerk dit. Maak van dit iets moois. Jy is hier om te bewaar. Vat dit wat jy het, pas dit mooi genoeg op, dat die volgende generasie ook daarna sal kan kyk en dit sal kan geniet. Jy is hier om te bevorder. You are here to make each other and actually to make life better for one another. We are all called to become better, not necessarily bitter. And we are all called to pray, om biddend te leef. Not just pray sometimes, but pray everywhere and all the time. I like to use the metaphor of pray as you go. Not pray as you go, pray as you go. As you walk, pray. As you stand in nature, pray. As you work in your garden, keep on praying. This is what the Lord called them to do in exile, in their very tough situation. So die lewe gaan nie net volgens my oor voorspoed en 'n verwagting en 'n mooi toekoms nie. Die lewe gaan oor om te bewoon, te bewerk, te bewaar, te bevorder en te bid. Dis wat Jeremia 29 sê. Want hierdie is goed wat ek en jy kan doen. It is the things that are in our hands, in our control. It is not out of our hands, out of our control. Maar wanneer ek dink aan die lewe van Etienne Weideman, dan kan mens nie ver dink as om te hoor van die tuin, die arboretum. Hierdie is 'n artikel wat verskyn het in die Eastern Province Herald van 28 April 1982, dink ek. A growing interest in SA trees. Ons gemeente is verjaar, Kragakama is verjaar 50 jaar oud. En ons het verlede jaar begin om 'n video saam te stel vir die 50 jaar. 'n Video oor wie is ons en waarheen is ons op pad. En van die begin af, met almal wat ek praat en vir hulle vra, met wie moet ons 'n onderhoud voer? Elke tweede persoon sal sê, oom Etienne Weideman. Julle moet gesels met Etienne Weideman. Gesels met Etienne Weideman. En dit was ons die wonderlikste geleentheid, 'n paar maande gelede het ons met hom gesels. En ek het die familie se toestemming hiervoor. Ek het 'n kort uittreksel gebring van wat hy gesê het op die video toe ons met hom praat.
Ja, wel, Genesis 1 wat ons maan om die omgewing te bewaar, te bewerk en aan te plant vir die mens. Ek het nie besef daai tyd dat ons eintlik besig is om dit te doen toe ons die boomtuin gevestig het nie. Maar nou ja, later het ek dat artikels verskyn in so 20 jaar gelede in die kerkbode en daar was dit was daarop klem gelê dat dit is een van die opdragte wat ons van die Here gekry het. En ja, nou dit vir my meer begin sin maak. Want maar soos oral, soos in die Bybel staan ook, soos die onkruid kom soos 'n dief in die nag, is hier ook heelwat onkruide wat mense moet dophou. En dis onder andere die seringboom, die Brasiliaanse peper. Ja, absoluut. Ek is nou 50 jaar vir jare lid van die Bergklub. So ek het 50 jaar lank in die natuur geloop en absoluut vir God beleef oral waar ek gestap het.
Ek sal die Heer vir Etienne Weideman vir 'n lewe wat bewoon, bewerk, bewaar, bevorder en wat bid. En mag sy lewe vir my en vir jou help met ons lewe. May his legacy inspire us with our own legacy. May we in South Africa, and South Africa is tough, exile was tough, life is tough. May we try our best to take ownership of our place, te bewoon, to plow where we are, om te bewerk, to preserve our country and our legacy and our beautiful nature, om te bevorder, to make progress, and to remember to pray. Because we pray to the Creator who created this beautiful creation. Ek haal my hoed af vir Etienne Weideman vir 'n lewe van bewoon, bewerk, bewaar, bevorder en te bid. En mag ons dieselfde gaan doen. Ons gaan vanoggend afsluit met 'n bekende lied. Ons gaan nie omsing, ongelukkig nou nie sing presies soos hy in jou blaadjie is nie. Ons gaan hom anders omsing. Die eerste 2 verse gaan ons in Afrikaans sing. So kom ons volg. Is nie meer op die bord nie. Kom ons volg hom soos hier op die bord. Die eerste 2 verse is in Afrikaans en dan die volgende 3 verse sing ons in Engels. Die baie bekende genade onbeskryflik groot, the famous Amazing Grace. Let us stand and sing this all together. Friends, sorry, I forgot something, so quickly just sit down, please. I unfortunately made a mistake. There's still one eulogy that we still want to read, and it's from Barbie. Is Karen going to read it? Karen is just going to read a eulogy, nog 'n huldeblyk van Barbie, wat die afgelope 5 jaar getroud was met Etienne Weideman. En weer eens jammer.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. Yo, I thought I was going to be let off there. No, just joking. I'm Barbie's niece, Karen, and she's asked me to read this eulogy for her. Firstly, I appreciate you all sharing this day with us, all your help, your messages, your gifts, and your prayers. Etienne and I met again through our PE families in December 2016. Our first test, according to E.T., was to manage hiking the famous Lady Slipper. I passed. Our first date was the famous grass roof for tea. I passed. But may I add, I was there. I didn't know they were having a date, and they had more than tea. A few days later, we had to hold hands climbing the sand dunes at Troosdiens Bay, another test. Etienne was very surprised that I knew the names of some of the indigenous trees here outside Arboretum. We started realizing that we enjoyed so much together. Classical music played such an important part in our lives. We had one problem though. I lived in Durban and he in Port Elizabeth. Etienne is a very romantic guy and he spoiled me and surprised me beautifully. After many indecisions on my part, we finally together said yes. Our beautiful special wedding day, 13th of April, 2018, now 5 years ago. Thank you, the Weideman girls, and boys and grandsons and grandchildren, for including me and accepting me as your dad's choice. My sons, Brendan and Dion, say Etienne is a gift, a knight in shining armor, sent from their wonderful dad, Peter Berger. My sons accepted this legend, E.T., and his intentions for us to share our lives together. Yes, our life together has been an adventure with the hiking clubs on most Saturdays, returning exhausted, and then comparing our books, mine in English and his in Afrikaans. I even showed him plants sometimes that he never knew. Our caravan holidays were sometimes very challenging, but so amazing to visit. Mine is 11 degrees in August in Graaff-Reinet and 46 degrees in Beaufort West in January. We traveled to new places and met family and made friends everywhere and every time. The Dendo group has been so meaningful to us, and I've learned so much again. Our little home in Walkerdale Estate is another direct gift from heaven. We loved creating a garden there. We shared, we agreed, we disagreed. We made jams, we did all kinds of thrills and spills together. We always knew our time was limited at our age and our stage of life. Yes, the recent year and months have been very difficult, but we trusted in our future with our faith. We took step by step with huge support from family and from friends and our church group. Etienne, my E.T., is a legend from the Karoo. We laughed, we cried. He was my guide and my prayer partner. He taught me to appreciate so many new things in my life. Etienne and I always said we were all on loan. I'm so glad that God lent Etienne to me. Blessings and love to you all from Barbie and Brendan and Dion.
Ons gaan net na die seëngebed is julle almal welkom en uitgenooi om by die Kragakama voortrekker saal, dis net hier langs aan, ietsie te kom eet en drink en nog stories te deel. You are more than welcome to come share some more stories there. But I want to encourage you, I think if Etienne were here, he would definitely not walk straight from church to the voortrekkersaal. There's too many trees in between. So vat jou tyd. Stap, dalk is dit vir jou goed om hier om die kerkgebou agter deur die arboretum om te stap. Dalk wil jy eers bietjie hier langs die saal afkyk. Dalk wil jy bietjie sien wat hy al die jare gesien het en wat vir hom belangrik was. Maar die familie nooi julle almal uit na die geleentheid. Julle is baie welkom. Kom ons staan op en dan doen ek vir ons 'n seëngebed. Mag die son vir julle nuwe energie bring. Mag die maan julle sagkens vernuwe deur die nag. Mag die reën al julle bekommernisse wegwas. Mag die briesie nuwe lewe in julle wese inwaai. En mag julle deur al die dae van julle lewe weet, God is en hy bly liefde. Mag jy deur jou lewe, soos Etienne Weideman se lewe, oral waar jy gaan, bewoon, bewerk, bewaar, bevorder en bid. Die Here is in jou, hy's in die natuur en hy's by jou. Amen. Dankie, ons kry mekaar hier langs aan.